Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cactus Patch. I am your host, Glitch Cactus, but you can call me Cactus. Today's episode is very special. We are going over LowTideCity, the final LowTideCity, and who better than to join me on this topic is the team I competed with, and also had the pleasure of seeing one of them get pied, Secret Elixir. How are you guys doing?
The fact that you mentioned that one of us got pied, I'm doing significantly less better.
Yeah, who better to be on this podcast with? I'm pretty sure the team that won could be better.
Okay.
We're not doing it.
Okay. Listen. I thought you guys would be more fun. I thought it would be more enjoyable, but
Because we are fun and enjoyable. Yeah, shut up, Brendan.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
Sorry. Wait, can we refer to him as Mom Eater because that's what he was?
I
his
can change
tournament?
Brendan's screen on this to show Mom Eater.
Whatever.
Yeah, we have to do or else nobody know who he is again.
Okay, hold
Like
on. I'm
always.
changing Brendan's name right now
Maybe
on the
we keep it
screen
that way.
to Mom Eater 14. All right, if you refresh,
No.
if you look on the stream, it should say Mom Eater 14.
Beautiful.
And that one guy on the stream at the convention.
Yeah, absolutely.
And everyone was like on Mother's Day. Oh my
On
god.
Mother's Day?
Okay, hold on. Apparently, I'm getting word from the goats is that you are all very quiet. So give me 1 second. I love when things aren't working. That's crazy.
So true. I wish that was me like every day.
All right, hopefully that's better. You guys should be a lot louder now and be able to be heard.
Saying something. Testing. B.
What?
All right. Well, we'll carry on until I get notified otherwise. But so LTC, how was
Yeah.
y'all's travels to LTC?
One of my favorite things about flying, because this also happened when I went to Arizona for Genesis, or I went to Arizona and then California. One of my favorite things is like you like the day that you go to the airport, the weather's fine, you're feeling great, and then you get to like the new state, and then everything's just like immediately hot, and it's like a desert out there. And then like on your way back, it's the exact opposite, where it's like, oh, today's a little chilly. I'll put on like a light coat or something. Then I go back to Michigan, and then everything's freezing cold. I'm like, Jesus, how did I survive here?
Bro, you have no idea. Like the way to was perfectly fine because me, I had to do a 2-hour time zone difference.
Yeah.
So like 9 p.m. for me is 11 over there. So like that was a little bit like, oh, dude, it's like 1 a.m. and I'm like not tired, like bro, and I gotta get up at like 5. That sucked a little bit. But honestly, the way to was perfectly fine for me. It's the way back that sucked ass. Is because like they thought that our plane got pushed. Like everyone was having plane issues, okay? Like on Twitter, there were so many rants of people being like, their plane got delayed, yours got struck by lightning or something.
Okay. No, yeah, for context. So we were all so this is for context for everyone watching. So we were it was me, OBT, who played with a pickup. He used to be on Secret Elixir previously, and then we were chilling near Mel, Dude, Sigrex, Lana, Vic, bunch of other people, and we saw like a bright white flash, and we thought it was like a camera, and OBT turns to me and goes, flashbang, and then all we hear is the boom of the thunder, and the windows are wobbling, the building is shaking, and we're like, all right, we potentially are about to just die in this airport. So yeah, that literally caused flights to immediately stop. You heard like 8 people on the announcer mounts going, "Oh, we're not boarding in case of thunder. Oh, please hold."
Just about that. But no.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say like yeah, everyone was like having issues like right and left. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. My flight got pushed ahead. So like my fat ass was busting it through the airport trying to get to my plane,
Get out of my
getting
way.
to security, and I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. And then like, and of course it's like Texas weather, so it's like hot, and I'm just like sweating balls, and I'm like, dude, I can't do this right now. And what was nice though, it was actually funny. OBT yelled at me for this, but I had a layover, and my layover was actually in Phoenix. So like right when we landed, it's so funny if you've ever had like a plane in Phoenix or like have a layover in Phoenix, it's so bad over there that literally when you touch down, they go, "Oh yeah, everyone please close all of your windows because it gets really hot in here, and if you don't close all of your windows, it becomes an oven in here." And I'm like, "Bro,
What?
you literally have they literally warn you to like like you haven't even stepped outside." And it's like we're in the desert, you know? And I literally messaged OBT. I'm like, "Bro, how do you live here?" And he's like, "Wait, you're in Phoenix?" And I
There's
go,
no
"Yeah,
way.
I have like a 4-hour layover here." And he's like, "And you didn't tell me?" So he ended up picking me up at the airport, and we just hung out with OBT, and I got to pet
I'm
Shelly.
so mad. I've known about Shelly for so long. I've always wanted to meet Shelly.
Haha. But yeah, I got to pet Shelly. I saw OBT's gaming room. He let me sit in his chair.
W, was it a good gaming chair?
It was a I'm sorry, OBT. It was a very basic ass chair. There was nothing special about it. It was very worn. You
There's
could
no
definitely check
way.
that he sat in that chair.
Oh
There's
my
nothing special about. I'm just calling out this man's chair.
Dude, there's ain't no way it's more worn than mine.
I don't know. I get
No, dude, you have not seen mine. Mine is literally like it's peeling off, and like you can see like the fluff coming out the seat.
Dude.
Brendan's chair looks like a wet rag. It's insane.
Oh my god. Not
I
the
move
wet
around a
rag
lot.
chair, bro. I
That's
mean,
crazy.
valid. My chair just has an indent from just using it every day, all day, forever.
My chair is relatively new, and it's a good ass chair. It's a what's mine?
My
Oh, I
chair
forgot
is.
what
You
it
could
is.
hear Curta turn around trying to check the name of the chair.
I am. It's a secret lab chair.
Oh,
So
those chairs are really good.
yeah.
What kind of chair? They have like a whole bunch of different kind of secret lab chairs.
I don't.
I see them all the time at work. Sometimes I'll see like a Batman one or an Overwatch one.
That's
Oh
pretty
no, I
good.
don't
Like a
have
pink
any.
chair.
I don't have any like the special ones that have like the game on it because like none of them were like
Splatoon related.
interested. Yeah, exactly.
They just were not Splatoon related at all.
Like, I don't play Overwatch. I don't care enough about Minecraft to get the Minecraft one. I just have a light blue one.
That's pretty base though.
Not leather because if I got leather, it'd
Oh,
stick to my butt.
yeah,
I
no.
hate leather.
I have like one of those ergonomic chairs, and it's like a meshing for the chair and everything, and it's so comfortable.
Oh, those ones are good. Those ones are good.
Yeah, since I sit like a shrimp, so.
Same. Y'all saw me at LTC. You know how I sit.
It's alright. I always like. I didn't do an LTC, but there are some lands I go to where like I'm so used to at home sitting with one leg up, so I will literally take my shoe off at the land
What?
just to sit how I usually sit at home.
Bro, that is so
Insane.
me. I always sit on one foot. Like, that's me right now. I'm
Yes.
sitting on one foot.
So like I literally like I think it was when I went to one of the big Dapples, I literally took my shoe off and sat ready to go. And when I popped off, like somebody thought my shoe came flying off. I'm like, no. I purposely took it off. It's okay.
Where did shoe go?
Where did bro throw his shoe? Oh my god. So okay, so where did you guys all stay at the venue, or some of you guys had like hotels, right? Because I know I had an Airbnb with a couple people.
Yeah, I stayed. Soda and I stayed there.
Okay.
Yeah, Soda and Brendan got money.
That's
I got-
crazy.
They got
I-
money.
I got there like 2 nights early, and on the first night, like while we were trying to sleep, they like had like an announcement over like the intercoms in like every room, like there was like a tornado warning, and they needed everyone to go downstairs. So I'm just trying to sleep. I have to get up. I have to, first night at the resort. So glad I stayed here. I get down there, and then they're just like, "Nah, false alarm. You can go back to your rooms."
I would have been like, did I get like a free meal with this? And then,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
like 2 in the morning. Like, hello.
I thought you were gonna say like, yeah, I just slept through it. I didn't care.
I should have, honestly. I was debating whether or not to. I was like, everything will be fine, but I guess let's go downstairs anyways.
I remember you messaged me about it. I was like, yeah, just go outside and watch the tornado. You'll be fine.
Just go outside, watch it.
Oh, the true Texas experience.
Watching
Just
a
go outside, you'll be
tornado.
fine.
Bro.
Ma, there's a tornado outside.
If you just hold onto one of the fire hydrants, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, you remember like you have to duck down and face a wall, and the tornado's not gonna come at you.
Yeah, protect your neck.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Alright.
this is like a complete side topic, but
Yeah.
also like I need. So, Cactus, I take it you got your lovely keychain through security with the security tag.
I forgot about the keychain. Wait, where's my backpack? Wait. Okay, wait, chat. Okay, wait. For context, for the viewers watching at home, on the job, you name it. Kurta got me a keychain that has a bunch of frogs on it, because Kermit the Frog is part of my brand, right? Hi, I'm Kermit the Frog. And when Kurta gifted it to me, it still had the security tag from where they got it. So my worry was that if I went through security, they would have flagged and be like, "Where the fuck did you steal a frog keychain from?"
I'm surprised you didn't post it on Twitter, being like, "Bruh."
I should have. Hold on, I might have to. Hold on, I'm taking a picture of it right now.
Got it through security, home safe with the security tag on it. Speaking of security, I learned that airport security is not good at all.
What do you
It
mean?
can be a nightmare.
Well, no, not only that, it's because you know how sharp objects are not allowed in your bag, goes through security to
Oh yeah,
check that.
depending
Right?
on the sharp
What?
object, yeah.
Did you bring like a whole entire knife?
No, I brought my nail clippers, dude, and they're
They're like nail clippers.
but they're the
Kurta,
cuticle
there's
clippers.
No way.
Who are you gonna stab
You
with
better
nail clippers?
no, Kurta's gonna be like on the plane. Watch out! I'll cut your cuticles. You better watch out.
Yeah.
No, but to be fair, my bag did get stopped at both securities anyway. They just never took it out, but it still got stopped.
Okay, so I mean, they
But
stopped
yeah,
it
nail
for a
clippers are
reason.
not allowed in the bag though.
Wait, if I cut this, won't the alarm go off?
I don't think there's an alarm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a store thing.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
if I cut this right now and the alarm goes off, I blame you.
Then you get like 10 pillows and stuff it on top.
I might have to.
Just soak it in water. Just drown it. Fill the
Just
bathtub. Put
drown
it in there.
is crazy. So how was what are you guys' thoughts on just the venue itself, right? Because this event, unlike last year, it was where it was a separate room. For Splatoon, it was with Smash. So how did you guys feel about that?
I felt bad for all the Smash people.
I feel like we
crazy.
should have gotten the two giant screens.
Yeah.
fair.
They only needed one screen. There was nobody on the Smash section.
They got 2/3 of the venue. We deserved that 2/3.
Bro, there's metal wiring in this thing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's a security tag, bro.
I'm losing my shit. All right.
You only need wire cutters to get it off.
I'm bringing it to work tomorrow, I guess. Or not tomorrow, on Monday. Okay, yeah, because it's funny because the only games that they really put on the double screens was for Ultimate. We had the one for Splatoon, and then they had two for Ultimate. And I know a lot of people were putting on Twitter and even talking around the venue that there were a lot of Smash players that literally went from looking at the Ultimate to come over to watch Splatoon because of how more hype it was.
Yes, we're building a community.
And then apparently somebody said on Twitter, I forgive me if they're listening and I don't remember your name, but it was, I remember seeing on Twitter, they were they went into an elevator with a bunch of Smash players and they were like, hey, I don't know who won Ultimate, but I sure as hell know who won the Splatoon event.
That's insane.
And I think that's really cool. And I know a lot of people are saying oh, there was no Melee this time around, or Ultimate kind of has a rough scene right now because the game's been out for so long, and Sakurai has been mentioned is the last version. But at the same time, it's still really cool to see that we had so many players at this event. I mean, 80 teams, mind you. That's not including spectators.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we're nearing the end of Splatoon 3, so everyone's expecting Splatoon 4 to be out or be announced. I don't know, next year maybe.
Yeah, and with the Switch successor too. Yeah, the next console is supposed to be announced March next year.
But you know how long it took from Splatoon 2 from to Splatoon 3?
Well, I thought
but Splatoon, okay, but Splatoon 1 to Splatoon 2 was just over 2 years maybe, and that was from the Wii U to the Switch, and we just got we got announcements that a Switch successor is in the process.
Plus, my thought is also there was COVID, right? So that could have halted a lot of production or any announcement for Splatoon 3 because of how no one was allowed to go out, no one was allowed to be productive because
that is valid.
You didn't want to get sick, right? So
yeah.
I mean, it totally could have been possible that they planned for a release in 2020, 2021 maybe, and it had to get pushed like to 2022, right? That's when it came out. Yeah.
Hmm. I know, because they had like on Twitter and everything, they're like posting like Splatoon 3 like happy 2020 or something like that, and they posted the brush animation. Remember that?
Yeah.
It made people think it was coming out way sooner, so it probably did get pushed back because of stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I wouldn't blame it. I mean, listen, look, that's another factor. Is like there's something for like Splatoon to look forward to, and that is potentially a fourth installment. Like they have like confirmation from like first Smash. Like Sakurai literally said in an interview or in a direct that like he's done. He's tired. He wants to be able to kind of retire the series, as Ultimate was supposed to be the final installment of like everyone is here.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to think about that there shouldn't be another Smash ever.
Yeah, like I mean, the only thing I can think of is if like they start porting over a bunch of the older versions into like the Switch successor, especially if all the like quote unquote leaks are like gonna be true, where it's gonna show like, oh, like it's gonna have like 120 FPS. It could have up to 4K quality. Like that would be. Could you imagine a Smash game in 4K quality? That sounds insane.
I could see them doing that though, because they did a lot of ports for Switch.
Yeah. Mario Kart 8 to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They had a lot of deluxes. I think about it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because the Wii U flopped.
Yeah. The Wii U, one of the worst consoles that Nintendo's put out.
They had like 2 Mario games that they ported over from the Wii U. They had the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and then they had 3D World.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Can you believe that Breath of the Wild was a Wii U game?
Yeah, that too.
That's
Back so
crazy.
much.
That's crazy.
Like, nah, bro, nah. It did not belong there.
Speaking of breath, so competing, right? Obviously, we all competed, and there were a lot of strong teams. So, how did you guys feel about like the teams we went against, the seating placements that were arranged for not only maybe us but for a lot of other teams? Because let's be real, 80 teams, most of them majority pickups. Like there were definitely some higher and lower seeds that shouldn't have been placed where they were.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think for us, I think we actually got pretty lucky because I thought our seating was pretty
I know,
decently
that's what I
good.
thought too.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
feel
we
like,
got like the most balanced bracket probably.
yeah, I was gonna agree to that. I feel like we've faced people that were just right for us and gave us a little bit of a challenge. But once we hit our top 16 and then we faced against Mint, I was like, oh, yep, this is where shit starts to get real.
Hey, we took a game. We took a
We
game.
took a game.
They
We took a
placed
game.
third.
We could officially say we took one game before we got swept.
We were the
Yeah.
only other team to take a game off of them.
This is true.
Yeah, that wasn't like one of the top
Moonlight.
3 podium finished team.
Was it? I'm pretty sure they only lost games to Moonlight. And they lost
Moonlight.
that one game to us.
I think Moonlight and Starburst also like destroyed
Did
them.
they play against Starburst?
I
don't
thought
remember
they
them playing
did.
against
I didn't.
Starburst.
I thought Starburst sent them into the losers bracket.
No, that was. Oh yeah, you're right. Because they were. Yeah, because
Yes, yeah.
they beat Moonlight and then.
Yeah, they 3-0'd
beat
Moonlight.
them and then no, they 3-2'd.
Oh, oops.
It was 3-2 Moonlight, and then Moonlight brought it back in the losers bracket.
So that's a pretty good flex. Be like, yeah, that's right. I took them down at a LAN.
It's in one game.
Took one game.
We don't talk about the other
One
three. We don't talk about the
game.
other three.
Listen, you show the
Or one.
stream up until that one game, and then you close it.
Exactly. Oh, the stream just randomly died. Oops.
Oh, I wonder what happened. They deleted the VOD. Oh no.
Oh no. Oopsie poopsies.
Let's talk about some like hype moments that we had when we competed. I think that we gotta highlight first. The best moment of all was our 3v4.
100%.
So good this game.
Yeah.
Actually, Gary,
We
I'm actually
know
so good at this game.
Yeah, sorry guys, I kind of choked that game.
Yeah. So we so for context, we were going against. I think it was our losers. It was our redemption
It was
group.
Prohibition. We were
Yeah.
playing against Prohibition.
And we went against Prohibition, and we got to push all the way to 4, and then Brendan's monitor just randomly DC'd him.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even the monitor. The game literally gave me like a disconnect prompt.
just out of nowhere, and we had to fight. We had to fight off through 3 more minutes of a 3v4, and I don't think I've ever seen Soda clutch so fucking hard.
Dude.
I watched it too, bro. Both of you
didn't.
died so often.
That's true. That's true. So Kurta played. I think it was the Rapid Pro. So you held the spacing for so long, and it just Soda was diving in. I think you. So you had like a 24 bomb that game, right?
Yeah, I think I went either 20-9 or 21-9.
Oh my god.
With Zap.
Hold up, I got the stats. Hold up.
That's crazy. Yeah, Soda popped off IRL, and it was so base because it was deserved.
Yeah, he went 20-9.
Oh my god.
I went 11
I think it just feels
2.
better that I went that, and I also got enemy splatter, so I know it wasn't just fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And then I went 11 2, and Cactus went 14 8, and then Brendan, you know Brendan.
Just DC. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
can't believe we had 2 disconnects. We had 2 disconnects at a LAN.
That's
yeah,
right,
I don't know what happened to Kurta when she disconnected.
I felt so bad for that, guys. I was like, I feel like we could have won that set.
We could have. It's just here's the problem, right? And I was talking to a lot of people about this when they asked what happened, and some people watched it happen. That was our game 3 because we tied it 1-1, and when a DC takes you out and then they destroy you and it's 2-1, your morale just kind of gets shot down. And I feel like that happened to us a little bit. That it's like we had a DC, now they're game point, and like there was the worry it could happen again, and it was rough. It was just a rough set. But it was it definitely was winnable. It was just out of all the DCs that happened throughout the whole event, I think there was like 5 in total. We were 2 of them.
Well, that just comes down to a mental thing of you can't let it get to you. Yeah,
no, 100%. Because I know it's like we all kind of played a little differently after that DC, and it was hard to keep things going, especially because like they also have the energy of we're 2 up right now.
Yeah.
So I can't blame that.
I mean, it's just proof though. It's just proof though that we don't need Brendan, but we need me. So you know.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's insane.
Just saying.
Kurt's like, yeah, I'm the best. You gotta have me no matter what.
It's not like it's not like that team that when you disconnected. It's not like that team placed top 10 while the other team placed like what?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Anywho, moving forward. Moving on.
Moving on. So viewing experience of the event, whether that's the side matches or even watching the stream, how was like your guys' experiences watching? Because I know there's a couple times like I broke away to like get signatures, and also I had to dress as Kermit for like an hour. So being able to like view, I guess, some of the matches, how did you guys feel like that went for the event?
Got the hand clappers in. That's when it was hype, bro.
Yes. Good old hand clappers. Get the hype up, make some noise.
We had some good front row seats for a while, but the audio was always weird because sometimes they turned it on for the commentary, sometimes the commentary wasn't there, sometimes
why didn't they just keep on the commentary the whole time? That's what I don't understand.
So I think it has to do with just like the volume of it. Like for Grands, it makes sense because there's no other sets going on, but I think like over time it was like if there's other sets, you don't want to be hearing that in the background, and plus for like the other teams that are being streamed, probably something in regards to that.
Valid.
Which I don't blame, because like if I'm fighting in like top 16 and I'm hearing, you know, the commentators be like, they're 2 down, it's getting to overtime, they need defense. It's like, all right, fuck.
When you were commentating, we were debating whether or not to throw the cactus plushie over the wall.
That's insane.
I was like, I see them over there. I know Popgun. You think they'll let me back there to give him the cactus plushie?
I mean, listen, they allowed me to walk in front of the stream as Kermit, so.
I know, but you're the Kermit. You're the cactus. I'm just Kurta.
That's great. No, you're the Kurta
like,
Pew.
No, they probably like put me in handcuffs. Be like, who the fuck are you?
Who are you guys?
Well, crazy white woman.
The viewing was pretty good. The audio was definitely. I know at times like the speakers for the mainstream was either very quiet or just extremely loud to the point where it was like physically hurting your ears.
Yeah.
Towards the
Yeah.
it was kind of bad for a little bit, but
Yeah,
they
like
ended
we
up
were sitting in the front
rectifying
row and we had like earbuds in just to counteract how
Oh
loud it
yeah.
was.
Forgot about that.
it. I also remember, I don't know who was talking about it, but I heard recently like the station setups for all the games was
Mhm.
pretty good, except for the fact that the one Splatoon like little shop in the back had so much attention that it would like block one of the walkways and like where the sets
Yes.
are happening, so that was a little bit
Yeah.
of an issue
That's
You hear that?
right.
because there'd be just such a stupidly long line going through the entire venue for one little shop.
Hear that, people? If you want to make money, you make Splatoon merch.
Exactly.
That's right. People will buy it. The line was like so long. It was like halfway down the venue.
Yeah,
And
that's
it never
right.
stopped. It never
No.
stopped.
It made it hard because they also, I forget their name, but they also played in the event as well. So they were
That was
closing their
Tori.
shop a lot because of
It
that.
was
Tori
Tori.
PNG.
That was a Tory, yes.
I was cheering them on because they were using Sploosh, and Sploosh is funny. I like Sploosh.
Lush is funny.
Yeah, they played Sploosh and Rainmaker. I was like, you got this.
Yeah, I'd say overall the layout and in terms of accessibility was pretty good, except for like minor little things.
Like this was Soda's first LAN and this was my second. And I mean like comparative to like Genesis
Mhm.
and like this one, I feel like Genesis was also a lot bigger,
Yeah,
mainly because it was mostly more Smash people.
yeah.
Um
And also
I
like a
kind of like
giant warehouse.
yeah. So I kind of like the space. I feel like we had a little bit more at Genesis. Just because it was a lot bigger and we were able to like kind of freely walk around more. But at the same time, I also like um LTC more, just mainly due to um how it was mostly just us
Mhm.
versus the Smash people. But I feel like due to the room that we had and how big it was, yeah, it was just a bit crowded. Because I
Yeah.
remember just trying to like walk around being like, I can't get through this, bro. I just gotta stand here and wait.
Yeah, and that, that was the issue last year because it was in like a thin hallway, so it made of like a type of room, so it made it really hard to be able to move around. You had to like kind of squeeze past people a lot, and I know that was like one issue. And like, I think this year, like I will say, it definitely was a little bit easier this year than last year, but it was still pretty like just comes down with how many people showed up. Like again, 80 teams, not including spectators. That's literally like what 320 people if you go like by like the per team or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a crazy amount of people, and I know obviously not all those people are there constantly, but you also gotta think of like the Smash players, right? I'm sure some of them probably walked over to see what Splatoon was like, because obviously like besides creating a lot of noise, just we were also taking up a lot of space in the venue and everything.
One thing that I wish they had was they just had like a friendly station,
Oh
like specifically
yeah,
for friendlies, just so that you could get some people and play.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because like day two was like really hard to practice because you couldn't because there was 3 pools going on at the same time.
Yeah.
So like if you wanted to warm up for your set, you just physically couldn't because of all the other stations were full. And I guess that's what I liked about Genesis more too, is because like we actually were able to sit and like warm up for our set, but we couldn't for day two.
Just play handheld. Come on now.
Just play
Shut up.
handheld. Everyone sit in a
You're done.
circle in a corner and just play handheld.
Did you see in the LTC vault somebody took a picture where they're like, "Oh, our flight got delayed, so we're having a handheld scrim."
Oh yeah.
my God. Hey, whatever it takes. Listen, there are people that were playing Splatoon at restaurants apparently, so
I
gotta get
goes
that
hard.
grind. Gotta get that grind. Oh, it was also extra work too. Did any of you play the extra work that weekend or no?
There was
No, I
extra work
wanted
that
to.
weekend.
Yeah. Gerda.
Was it
Little
the
Chu
one with
was
the
so
Hydra?
upset.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
'Cause
was the one. It was the one with the Hydra, and there was like a Goldie seeking wave, and apparently people were getting like over 100 eggs in that single wave.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wasn't
well, I mean,
at the
it's Goldie
venue.
seeking, and you have a Hydra.
True. If I wasn't at the venue, I was at home somewhere dead asleep. So
That's
I
valid.
was not.
So with this being some of your second, Brandon, I think Brandon and Curtis, your second lands. So this is your first. Overall, with like like what you guys played through and played against, like, from comparing it to online matches and LAN matches, like whether that's atmosphere or how the game feels and things of that nature, like how would you like compare the two? How was it?
I want Soda to answer first because it was his first
Yeah,
LAN.
this was Soda's free.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's because you play with these same people like every single day or every other day,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they're sitting right next to you, so you can physically like turn next to you and just like shit talk to each other or just
Yeah.
compliment each other, and it's like, wow, I can't escape this. I just have to sit here and take it.
You can't
Yeah,
mute,
there's
you can't
It's definitely
switch
a weird
calls.
feeling. Yeah,
the
but I
entire
personally enjoyed it a lot.
the
Just being able to
entire
see everyone.
during like that entire trip, we had like one of our first games. I died to like a 52, but I halved him. I was like, all right, Soda, you got that. You can clean it up. And then he just absolutely chokes it. And we've been referencing that the entire day. And he's like, I could feel you physically turn and look at me when I lost that fight.
I felt the eyes of Brendan's just disappointment. Like, wow, you fucking suck. I can't believe you missed that.
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like that's like like the fun part about a LAN is that you get to do so much more that you can't do in VC. I will say I'm glad that there was no like Discord soundboard, so we all just able to have our headsets without hearing random noises be blared through.
That was a good thing. Aww.
I just would say it was definitely followable of a highlight, so that way you won't have just random sounds playing through and
Yeah.
and down times between matches.
Yeah, so that way you don't like have Kurta join VC and immediately have a fan blaring into the microphone.
That was
love
not a
that.
fan. That was not a fan. You were hearing the inside of Spec's tank.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I wish I could have
Fucking
experienced
lizard.
that.
That's insane. Why were we inside your lizard tank?
Because for some odd reason it auto defaults to that camera mic when my headset is not plugged in.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Yo, okay, fair enough. You know, can't even hate her for that. Let's see. What else was there special? I want to save some of the stuff for last, so I'm trying to get through all the other joyous things. I guess I would, you know what? I'd say next, let's say like nighttime events. So after like our set, or even just throughout the day, like when our sets were finished or there were other things to do, did you feel like there were enough things, whether in the resort or outside the resort, that you could go do like for fun, or like go places to eat, places to try? Because I know like when you travel, the biggest thing is trying like, you know, the food in the area, right? Whether that's fast food, local food, you name it. So did you feel there were like good selections for you guys at like the event, for like both entertainment wise and also food wise?
Stupid pasta place.
I was gonna say.
Okay, so for
Torpedoes.
context, me, Brendan, Tootsie, Brendan's girlfriend, and Kurta, we were watching I believe it was like finals or semifinals.
It
the front row.
it was semifinals of losers.
Yeah. But
Like, really good
we
seats.
wanted to go eat before finals and grand finals came up. So we ended up leaving and going towards this, what was it called? Tortinos?
Sortinos.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay,
the
yeah.
place literally like right outside the venue.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Italian
it was like right
restaurant.
outside the venue, the Italian place. And like we were looking at this menu and the prices are really fucked. So we're looking around this menu and I'm like, okay, I want something simple that I always enjoy. Okay, Alfredo, I'll get the Alfredo.
Okay.
And it gives you two options. So, or I guess technically three. So your normal Alfredo, so just the base price. But for a small upcharge of $7, you can add a little bit of chicken. Or $10 for shrimp.
Dude, what?
So I paid
$7.
$7 extra for a little bit of chicken, and it was like the most basic Alfredo I've ever had in my life.
Oh my god.
Dude, I had soda fucking rolling at that restaurant, because like And in the fact that he didn't even think, he thought that I was serious for a second. So like he got a drink, right? And it was just like a Pepsi or whatever. And he ordered a refill. And as the guy was walking away, I was like, "Hey, bro, you know it's $7 for a refill, right?" And he goes, "What?"
Wasn't
And
sick.
No.
he lost his shit. The fact that he believed me for a little bit. He's like, I couldn't even tell if you were being serious or not because I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, it's evil. Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? That's the restaurant prices for you, especially if they're either near the resort or in the resort. It's just mad expensive. That's how they make their money.
Yeah. But besides that, I'd say they had pretty good food options and things to do after you're done playing your sets.
And the fact
Yeah,
that they had
that-
a massive arcade, you know, water park, you know, like there was a lot of things. As long as you don't go outside the resort, there's stuff to do. But outside the resort, it's just bare nothingness. So
The joys of Texas.
yeah.
Yeah, probably the popular thing that you guys do. So the escape room.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
that was very short. There was like 3 puzzles.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. There was one that was stupid because it didn't work half the time, and we were stuck on it. We need to use a hint, and even
Oh
when we
yeah,
had the hint, they physically told us what to do, and we were still stuck on it for a while.
Well, that's because we were stupid and we were doing it wrong.
What do you mean? We were doing everything right.
No, we weren't. We see the thing is that like we didn't have to do the okay. No one will understand this except the people who did the escape room. So we were doing the knock and then the light, but we didn't have to do the knock and then immediately the light. We only had to knock on the door that was knocking and hit the button on the light that was flickering. We were trying to do both at the same time.
And you're telling us this now? Because why? And not like in the room?
Well, I didn't think of it then. I'm thinking of it now,
I see.
but I wasn't thinking of it then. Yeah. But we got out.
And
We
yeah,
did get out.
So what? Okay, so the prize. It was just that little diamond thing, right?
yeah. I was
Mhm.
surprised there even was something that you could take home. Usually they're just like, escape, you did it, good job. That's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
experience. But they
Hey,
actually
that
let
thing
you
was
pick up
heavy, bro. Thing had some pounds to it.
So how did you guys decide who got to keep it?
Oh, Curta just took it.
Yeah.
I just took it and didn't really say anything about it.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
I mean, like,
It's like,
Captain keeps the prize.
Captain
Right.
also got pied.
Yes.
I think I
alright,
deserve it.
we could go
But
to
no,
that.
no, 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 no,
that
no, 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 no,
segment,
no, no,
yes.
no, 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 no,
So,
no.
for
Moving forward.
context, if you weren't on social media when the Secret Elixir Twitter account was blowing up a little bit about it, there was a challenge that I was not told about. I found out when I was at work when the tweet was posted. That whoever had the lowest X power got pied in the face by the person that had the highest X power. So it was an XP race. Up till I think the Thursday night before everyone flew down for LTC that Friday. And Brendan had, I think, what, 2,900 average, so
Yeah,
that like a
29 average.
2,700 average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a 2,300 average, and Kurta had a 1,900 average.
Yeah, like 1975 or something like that.
Just the 75, bro.
Just the 75. And you were allowed to vote on Twitter, by the way, who you thought was going to get pied. And I had an overwhelming amount of people vote me, which is crazy. I have so many haters, it's actually insane.
I'm gonna be real. I think they just don't know our team that well.
Could that be
It
too?
was
Could
quicker,
that
though.
be that too?
That and also Cactus, you have a quite high following on Twitter, so you know.
Yeah, I guess that does help. There are
Most
people
of
that
your-
told me they voted for me just because
Yeah,
they wanted to spite me. They just want to spite me.
Yeah.
61% voted for me, which is crazy. I'll put it. I'm gonna put it in the Twitch chat. The link for the tweet so y'all can see Curly get pied. I'll put in the YouTube chat as well for all those watching on the YouTubes.
Crying, screaming, throwing up, shitting bricks.
But Brendan did not hold back on that swing.
Dude, literally
I don't know what
after
you're talking about.
so many people after they messaged that, they're like, "Bro, you okay?" Brendan like did not hold back. Like they were like genuinely concerned.
I wanted to get it at the perfect moment when we were least expecting it.
Oh,
I was like trying to build up some suspense, you know, like
you
tell
definitely.
you.
I was like ready to open my mouth to say something, and then it just
Yeah,
blackness.
that's exactly what I was aiming for. Because I wanted to like build up some like tension, some suspense, you know, like talk about the mask, talk about the challenge, and then
You're
just
such a
yeah,
dick.
just when it seems like I'm gonna stall for a little bit more, bam, like right when you least expect it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's so funny because there was if you were there at the event or saw it, I wish people posted their different angles of the on the that they got of it on their own phones, but I feel like they just like kept up from their own memories. But it was insane to see the spread that the pie had when it launched.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I wish we kind of waited a little longer and then just immediately go for it. We should have waited so that way because there was like a bunch of people down there
Yeah.
afterwards, a bunch more people to watch.
Oh my god,
But
that
we
would
should
have
have waited just a little bit more.
it would have been so funny to just see
Fine,
all the
not
different
waiting.
angles.
There was enough people there. It's fine.
There was a pretty good amount, I will say.
Oh, but I'm just saying. Shout out to Zaya who hugged me after the pieing. Let's go, Zaya.
That's
Bro
right.
held nothing back. I was like trying to give everyone hugs, and Zaya was like, "Come here, Gerda." I was like, "Yeah."
Oh my god. How did the pie taste, by the way? Did you actually get like taste any of it?
I tasted whipped cream.
Still based. So wait, so
Yeah,
was
that
it
was-
like a pie crust and then you just poured whipped cream in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like
Okay,
two
okay.
full cans of whipped
2
cream.
full
Oh
cans
my
of whipped cream.
God. That's crazy.
I felt so bad for soda shower when I was done. There was so much pie crust in there.
And since you took a while to show up, it started to like melt, so it was like a lot more liquidy.
I think that makes it better.
I
Honestly,
feel like that helped with the spread.
yeah. I think Brendan took and they put in our team chat a screenshot of the moment it like the impact it could have, and you could
Dude.
just see it just start circulating. Oh my
I
god.
I couldn't with that screenshot. I was like, bro literally went frame by frame second to get that.
It wasn't even me, it was somebody else. It was
That's
somebody-
crazy.
Like I sent it in my Discord server and somebody took that screenshot.
Dude, it was beautiful.
Wow.
That was
Y'all
so
have no
satisfying.
lives.
Listen,
No lives,
listen.
bro.
You say that, yet I mean, you still could have grinded in the in between periods of your life.
Yeah, look
Not-
where that got you. I have a life,
Uh,
yeah, look where that got you.
Next
No
question. Next question.
No comment.
The fire pit overall. How did you guys enjoy that experience of just like being able to talk to all those players and people like post event or after the event's over? You get to like kind of settle down, not worry about competing.
I don't know about I don't know about you guys, but so the heck we're just kind of sitting there, just vibing.
Yeah, I was gonna say me and Brendan are not the people to ask because we just sat there. Granted, I did enjoy like the environment itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
It was just like
such a
very nice
vibe.
and peaceful to watch other people just have the same interests as you, just be able to walk around and just talk to each other freely about the same thing. That's what me and Brendan talked about for a little bit. It's always weird bringing up playing Splatoon to anyone on your normal day-to-day life
Yeah.
because it's just such a hard game to try and describe without like having something to show someone physically, like a video or something.
Yeah.
And I think that was what the LAN experience
Mhm.
mostly like what brought me the most joy was I'm in a resort with a bunch of other weirdos that had the same passion as me that I can talk to about freely and not have to explain what the fuck an inkling is or a
Yeah.
Shizuka is. Like
How a weapon could be broken that
Yeah.
shoots ink at people.
Yeah, it's like I was literally telling him that like if I walked around like my everyday life and I wore like something like Splatoon related that like people could at least like sort of recognize like a squid or something. If I walked around like that, I feel like the biggest nerd. But then I just see like people walking around like in their full cosplays and like they're like
Yes.
like Splatoon branded outfits. And I'm like, that's so cool, but I would not be caught dead walking around like that in my everyday life.
Yeah.
Except like branded, like I guess like the Splatoon in-game branded stuff. Because
I was gonna say because like Nintendo did release a couple of those like on like the My Nintendo, and some of them are really like really cool because they're very simple, right? It's not like a giant cartoon squid on the shirt. It's like
Yeah,
it's like the Kenza brand, like which just looks
yeah,
really
Yeah.
nice.
exactly. I can walk around wearing like the Anarchy mask and like be
Yes.
fine. People were like, "Oh, that's such a cool mask," and then not even know where it's from.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, if you get it, then you get it. And
Yeah.
like, all right, well, let's talk about this for the next hour.
Yeah, I gotta agree because like there are times like where at my job, a lot of my coworkers like like when I request off work for like to go to like these events, they're always asking, oh, like what's the game you're going for when I say like it's an esports event, and I gotta try to explain. All right, so it's like think of like your average shooter game, but it's all cartoon based, and it involves like these characters that turn into squids and swim in their ink and also
Yeah.
shoot each other with weapons like paint rollers, buckets, and like regular weapons. It's like you'll lose them. You lose them halfway through that sentence, and
You
it's
lose
like,
them and then they think you're like 12.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's when I had
And then
I had to talk with Zero at some point at the event, and he was like, "Yeah, you know, like told my I think it was like he was like I told my girlfriend at some point before like showing her like that I played Splatoon that I competed for Nintendo events, and then it was like halfway through like a year in, she just started making fun of me for playing a cartoon game, and I was like, bro, it really be like that."
Splatoon is so hard to describe to people.
Yeah.
It's such
Yeah,
a weird
Because the first
but
thing you want to
awesome
say is
game.
it's a shooter, and they're like, "Oh, you're so dark, like Call of Duty and
I know.
Halo," and I'm like, no,
Like
not
nowhere
really."
near.
No, I play funny Squid Game and shoot funny rollers shots.
Yeah. And then like you go to LAN, and it's like, oh, cool, I can talk to people about what a Trizuka is, and they hate it
Yes.
just as much as me.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then you guys get to like also like theorize about the next updates, the next patch, like just talk about things you do and don't like about the game or like what you want for the future of the game. And like you can't get that all the time because you also get to talk to people like you never talk to. You know what I mean? Like there are
Mhm.
so many people I got to meet that at the event that I've never talked to before, and like there's just like a Twitter mutual. And it's like now I'm able to put a face to the name and recognize the name now. Like when I would go on Twitter, I'd be like, oh, I know this person now.
Unless you're like me, Soda, and Brendan, and just stick to the people we do know.
Okay, yeah, that's
Dude,
true.
literally
too.
everyone knew Kurta. And me and
What?
Brendan are just sitting back here and watching like 40 people come up to Kurta and say hi. I'm like, wow.
That's not
Dude,
Must be
true.
nice.
I can't lie. When Brendan called me over, I did not know that was you, Soda, sitting next to Brendan. I did not
Yeah,
know at all.
no. I don't blame anyone for not knowing me because I didn't say anything. I was
Yeah, like
scared.
if I heard your voice, at first I would have been like, "Oh, yo, what's up, Soda?" But then I heard, "We're trying to get a scrim." And I was like, "Okay, give me a second." And I went over to like check with OBT, and I was like, "Wait, that was Soda next to Brendan."
They didn't even say hi to Soda.
It didn't process until after I came back. I was like, "Oh yeah, hi, Soda."
Yeah, no. I was scared of people. So if I
That's
didn't say hi to
fair.
you, it's not because I hate you, it's because I'm scared.
I listen, I don't believe that. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's the hardest thing to kind of get used to. And like obviously, like, I'm a little more used to it myself just because I've gone to so many of these events. But like at first, it's like terrifying to be like, even now, like when I try to get people to sign my poster, it's like terrifying to have to go up to somebody and be like, excuse me, can you sign my poster? Because just like
Yeah.
you know, that's a social vibe.
Oh, you're one to talk.
What do you mean?
Compared to us.
Oh, okay, well that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I do kind of always wear my jersey and make content.
Yeah.
Walk around as Kermit.
That was I don't think I've taken as many photos as I did as Kermit because like it was literally like at one point 15 photos in a row. It's constant like, yo, Kermit, nice costume. Can I get a picture? Yo, Kermit, let me get a picture. Someone gave me a pin because I was Kermit. It was pretty funny.
Based.
And I think on the pin has like a corgi holding a knife. It was pretty cool.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Got
I
the
mean, like
special pin.
I love like socializing and like BDD people, especially like it lands in this. It's just that I just get so, I guess I would say, engrossed in the people that I do know. Like, do I
Mhm.
kind of wish that I went around and talked to different people? Yeah, but I know myself, and I'm like, I'm still not that social. So like, for the people that did come up to me and be like, "You Kurta," which was not many.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah, uh-huh.
I did enjoy it. Like I say to everyone, like, don't be scared to come up to me and say hi. Like, there's a very low chance that I'll come up to you and say hi because I'm a bean and I just stick to who I know, I guess. But
How many
Like,
people is not many? Because I'm gonna be honest, if one person came up to me and was like, "Yo, are you Brendan?" that would be a lot.
No, I'd be like, yo, I saw you on LTC. You're Mom Eater, right?
Yeah, especially after that stream.
Yeah, when you winked
just-
at the camera.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mom Eater
from
14
Mom
on
Eater
Mother's
14.
Day.
Dude, oh my god. That was insane. I think that was probably the funniest clip I've seen from a stream. Besides the Kermit, like that was my next favorite. It's just you literally looking over at the camera, winking, nodding your head, and then locking back in.
This guy.
What about Chicken Cam?
Chicken
Oh,
Cam.
Chicken
Yeah.
Cam.
Chicken Cam.
That chicken was the star of the show, 100%.
So true.
Highlight of the stream.
Starburst who? Nah, chicken.
Yeah,
Chicken.
I
I'm
love
not ready for.
my favorite parts were like when like there was like no chicken cam ready and you heard the crowd going chicken, chicken,
Chicken,
chicken,
chicken.
chicken. And it was just,
And then when
and they run on
second on
over,
camera.
right? Yeah, they ran over like, okay, chicken, 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 we got it.
The people demand the chicken.
Hey, you gotta give people what they want.
So true.
I'm not here to root for. Wait, who brought the chicken? Like, whose team was it?
I think it was a member on Moonlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it was
think so.
Moonlight.
Yeah.
I'm not here to root for Moonlight. I'm here to root for chicken.
Prediction: who's gonna win the next event? Oh, chicken. Yeah, chicken by a landslide.
I like how somebody posted like he's plotting his return, and so I was like, "What return? It's the last LTC."
Yeah.
Return,
Where's the
nothing.
chicken gonna go? Speaking of like rooting for who's gonna win, how did you guys enjoy like we'll say like losers finals up until grands? Because I feel like those were like insane sets.
They were pretty good sets. I don't know. I was just I would watch the games, but then it also just like because we were towards the back and I was just watching the crowd just all lose their minds
Oh,
over like the simplest things. And it was such a weird feeling of enjoyment just to watch a whole group of people be so excited and like so encouraging for both teams. Even though Starburst didn't get like as much encouragement, like when they did good, people were still respectful and had like good things to say and cheering
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, it wasn't like Smash where like a lot of times if there's a player that people don't want to win, you'll get the boost from the crowd or like you'll like or you'll be like dead silent. It was nice to hear the crowd like actually like give like oohs and ahs to things that Starburst would do because after they lost that first set, forcing the bracket reset, I mean like they locked in and they destroyed Moonlight.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like a lot of that also comes from the difference between like watching Splatoon and watching Smash. Because if you're watching Splatoon, there's so much more that you can learn from watching like a whole team coordinate.
Yeah.
So a lot of that is also like watching and learning and respecting their gameplay. While in Smash, it's a lot more of a like yeah, you can like watch someone's gameplay, watch them be mechanically good, like you can like see a good combo and like cheer for it. But a lot of it's also like predicting and like spacing and stuff like that. So you're usually just watching the individual, but like if you're done watching it, there's not like too much you could learn from watching Smash. But like for Splatoon, like you can see their strategies, you can implement it into your own gameplay. You can see like what's good about their team and how they make it work.
Yeah. No, I agree. That makes sense. And like I think that's one of the fun parts too, is also seeing like because you get to also depending on where you watch the sets too, you can hear their call outs, right? Obviously when they're on stream, it's a little more difficult because they're on a stage and you're in a crowd. But when you're like watching them play around a table, you get to kind of hear how they call out and like certain like ways, like maybe things that like they'll call out that feel of more importance than what your team might be calling out, and you could take note of it. And that's why like a lot of times when you watch other teams like their VODs, you listen to see if they're recording their voice channel, and you listen to see what they're calling out on because callouts are a huge part of the game that a lot of people like I feel like try to learn or try to figure out last.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, like you said, you get to just yell over at your teammates on the other side. And sometimes if you're yelling loud enough, the other team will hear your comps.
So true.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was worried about us doing. Because they're always very loud with everything.
We are very
They're so
loud.
hyped.
I think we were definitely one of the loudest teams there, but I think it was
100%.
warranted. I think it was warranted.
On one hand, I felt bad because I knew that when we were popping off, the other team was like so disappointed in themselves. I could see the absolute despair on their face. But at the same time, I'm popping off.
Yeah. Oh, that's
But
the
this is
other
for
part
me.
that makes it so hard too. It's like when you're playing online, you could just say GG's in a chat and move on. But like when it comes to like in person, like you gotta see them either be defeated or super excited, and then it's like if you lose or like they lose, it makes it hard to even maybe want to go say GG's or like just kind of say it over. Sometimes like some people like go over and say it to each person, or sometimes you just do it over the monitor to like, look at them and be like, hey, GG, it's all good, because like that makes it hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I feel like for that it's like a double-edged sword,
Yeah.
like
There's
because
the positives and negatives for it.
yeah. I mean, for me, I'm just the type of person that I'm gonna say GG's no matter what, win or lose.
Yeah.
Be a good sport. Be good. The only thing that was hard for me is because of how crowded it was. Like sometimes there was
Yes.
just like people on the side, and I was like, I want to go over and say GG's, but there's literally no path for me to go over. Like I like, and when the times that I could, I did, but
Yeah, like I know the set that we ended up losing in our losers, like I couldn't even go to my right to go around to say GG's because we were near like this one of the stage sets, right? So the crowd
yeah,
was behind us, so I couldn't really go behind me. I couldn't go to the right through the hallway because people were watching the set next to us. So I'm just like, I look over, I'm just like, GG's guy.
yeah. I was just like, oh, GG's, hello. I can't move.
I guess it's probably why people just resort to like fist bumps over the table
Yeah.
Yeah, it made it so much
more than
easier.
just going around.
What? Any other questions?
I will say so. The hype of lands, right? Most times we watch a
Mm.
tournament online, it's like, oh yeah, chat's getting hype. Whoa, this, that, this, that. Compared to like obviously in person, like yeah, I know Soda mentioned like watching the back instead of actually being able to watch the stream, just watching the crowd lose their mind over little things. Did it make it just the event like so much more enjoyable? Just being able to
Yeah,
like get hyped with the crowd, even over what might have been the dumbest things, like someone disconnects, or Kraken goes in the water, or someone gets a crazy save with like Azuka.
yeah. It's like going to a stadium at a sports event. I mean, it's
Yeah,
very being there for the convention is very much sports event like being in a stadium for football or hockey or whatever or basketball, where like the entire crowd is focused on this one thing, cheering on a team. Except it's an esports, but it still feels very similar.
yeah,
Yeah. And the thing is like you can feel the hype. Like Soda mentioned, like me and him were all the way in the back because we couldn't get up to the front.
yeah.
And like sometimes I wasn't even like paying attention, and I could feel the hype in the room, and I get hyped too, and I'm like, I'm hyped, but I don't know why. Something's happening. I have no idea what's going on, but something's happening. Like
Yeah, everything just
you
felt
just
so alive and
yeah.
so like
It's also way different than being online because when you're online, like you may be living in an apartment or with your parents, so you can't just be like screaming and everything. But when you're at a
Yeah.
convention, you are surrounded by other people who are also hype with you, and that feeds into each other.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Like, I remember like times where I would try to get like record the crowd's reactions for like certain game wins and such. It was really like there are certain ones where like I'm like you could see while I'm recording, like I kind of jump a little bit because the just that atmosphere and that energy is almost like a wave of a shock because it's
mm,
just so good, and it's just like it gets you, like you guys said, it's because you're so hyped and so excited, and like you just wanna just say or scream something or just root or clap, you name it.
yeah. I don't think any of the recordings of the crowd put us to justice of how
Oh, definitely not.
alive
Yeah.
everything felt. Which I
Mm,
guess explains why, like, so many people were talking about how the Smash players would literally just like stop watching Smash or stop playing and just come watch Splatoon because it's like if the smallest thing would happen, the crowd would literally just explode. So they're trying to figure out what the hell is happening. Why is everyone so excited?
If I was a Smash player, I don't blame him, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's that one video that went around Twitter of like the crowd size from Splatoon to Ultimate, and it's just it was like a ×3 difference, and because like someone was saying like also like a lot of players are a little bit older, so a lot of them are gonna watch from the hotels or they're gonna go get food and watch, which is understandable.
Also, I think the Melee event ended, so
I
it
don't
was
even
just
think
only
there
Ultimate.
was Melee at the event.
There was Melee.
Interesting. Because that
I don't
ended
know.
really early.
Yeah, I don't know if because I definitely saw Melee on one of the screens. I
Okay.
definitely saw people playing Melee.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Melee just ended like way sooner than everything else.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's probably just didn't have the player base that like that other events have, like both competing wise and like viewer wise, because like although like LTC is like really good for Splatoon because it's like in the center, quote unquote center US, so players can come all over down into there, but it was just like, I mean, again, one being one of the largest Splatoon events is just insane. I wonder if Riptide's gonna be the same way. It'd be cool, but again, it's further East Coast. At least when it's in the center, like everyone's able to come down to it.
You know what they say? Everything's always bigger in Texas.
Shut up,
Just
Soda.
saying. Okay.
I don't know.
That's
That venue was
insane.
much smaller than Genesis.
Shut up.
Yeah, you know what? That's insane. So speaking of future events, anyone planning on going to another major LAN or local?
Come on, Soda, Riptide.
Dude. I don't know if I'll be able to go to Riptide.
Just start streaming more. Put a donation button on. With that
It's not the
money.
money.
It's crazy.
It's just other
Oh.
things.
Yeah, I mean, Riptide is always hard because like it's right when the school year starts. So a lot of people end up
Oh.
not going because that's when like school starts back up, and it's just like you gotta get your classes ready, you gotta like prepare for that. It's just a very different type of year. That's why a lot of top
Yeah,
players aren't
yeah.
going, because of just the time of year it is.
Oh, well, I'm going because it's in Ohio and I can just drive there.
That's pretty base. I'm probably
Yo,
gonna
so
end up
we're all
going.
bunking at Brendan's?
What? I don't know.
But-
Going
Yeah,
back
Brendan-
and
yeah,
forth would be
Brendan.
crazy.
Brendan, that's how you get Soda to go. You gotta invite him to your house.
It'd still be like a 3-hour drive. Like,
It's a drive
but then-
I'd tell DC.
yeah, but yeah, so I'd probably still find someplace to stay. You didn't just go back home.
This is true. I saved the venue. It was very fun. And they took my money.
Yeah.
For your $7 worth of chicken.
My $7 chicken.
You're never gonna let that down, are you?
No.
I don't blame
Bro's
you.
gonna put it in like his funeral, his will.
Yeah, it's been like his final words. $7 chicken.
Not worth it.
$7 chicken.
Not
I can't
worth
go
the
anywhere to
$7.
eat now. It's like, wow, I spent $7 to add this to a
Oh,
different
you
meal.
forgot about the $8 bottle of water.
Bro,
What?
Remember
Remember the
bottled water
bottle
was,
of water being $8.
yeah, the bottled water was $8.
I
That's
remember it being
insane.
$4.
At the restaurant, it was 8.
I thought it was 4.
No, it was 8.
Well, fuck.
Well,
They just
we got
drop you with
Brendan
the Sani.
Riptide. We got Soda undecided. Who knows? Maybe Kurta. What about you?
I know Har really wants to go to Riptide.
Oh.
And I mean, to be fair, I also do want to go to Riptide, but
It is expensive. You're literally coming
Yeah.
again across the country, like I did when I went to
Yeah.
Genesis.
yeah.
So I don't blame you.
Let's make it happen. Easy.
You
And
went
with
to
the-
Sea Battle last time, right, Kurta?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go again? They did announce the second one.
They did. I want to see if I can maybe get a team this time.
W. Kurta at a local. I know myself, I'm probably gonna go to Gridlock if I'm able to form a team in time. And obviously, same with Riptide. I want to be able to go to Riptide, like I do every year. So far, I've hit every major, except for MomoCon, because MomoCon was announced like super last minute, and I don't want to have to like go to another land like that. I don't even know, would MomoCon be considered a major?
Hmm.
I feel like there's not enough teams at MomoCon.
Yeah.
I forgot about MomoCon.
I feel like they just announced it so last minute that it's just not considered a major.
Yeah, that's kind of like what happened with Big House last year when they canceled it. It was just announced too late for anyone to actually go. Well, with that, I think that wraps up all of the questions I have. Feel free to shout out whatever you guys want. This is your floor space. Whatever you want to say, whatever you want to shout out, feel free. This is your time.
I shout out Sleepy Soda on Twitch. Go give him donations.
That's actually insane.
That's insane.
Yeah, I agree. Go give him donations, subs, so he can go to Riptide.
Just wait like 2 months and he'll stream eventually.
Yeah,
Keep an
eventually.
eye on it.
Have notifications on.
Oh no! Shout out Chicken Cam.
Chicken Cam.
Yeah, shout out to Haru Pew on Twitter. Make sure you go watch that.
The pie.
Yeah, make sure you go watch that video.
I'm gonna delete his Twitter.
That's insane. I'm gonna go to steal his phone and be like, delete Twitter.
I can.
You
I have my thumbprint in his phone.
That's crazy. Well, with that being said, this, everyone, was Secret Elixir, Kurta, Brendan, or Mom Eater 14, and Soda. What happened?
It's back to Brendan. I already changed my name.
Back to Brendan? All right, we're back to Brendan.
It was Mom Eater 14 for the tournament specifically.
Or if you see Brendan in solo queue, it's SC I miss her. So.
No, it's back to Brendan.
Oh, completely? Like fully?
Is it?
Yeah, it's back.
Whoa.
So what do you mean? What do you mean? Is it? We literally just got played together.
You think he pays
We
attention?
did?
Oh my god, bro.
I just woke up. I don't know what you're yapping about.
Soda's
Bro.
not here, dude.
Call it
I just
bro,
got
yeah,
done playing. I just got done playing with you in your stupid roller and your stupid gear.
That's insane. Well, yeah, with that being said, that's Secret Elixir. Thank all of you guys so much for coming on out and talking about LTC. Talking about the experience. And with that being said, thank you, the viewer, for watching this, wherever you might be watching it, whether that be YouTube, Twitch, or a VOD. And we'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
We're a happy team,
Bye.
we promise.
Yeah, we're so coordinated. Trust.
Yeah. Rating Jer Bear.
You're a
And